Thank you very much for joining us here this morning. Our top focus: in an unprecedented move, the Supreme Court Bar Association Chief Adish C. Agarwala has urged President Draupadi Murmu to seek presidential reference of the apex court judgment in the electoral bond scheme case and not to give effect to it unless the top court has reheard the matter. Now, in his letter to the President, the Supreme Court Bar Chief claims that revealing the names of corporates that had contributed to different political parties would render the corporates vulnerable for victimization. He also added that there is a possibility of them being singled out by parties that had received less contribution. Now, the bar body leader urged President Murmu to seek presidential reference in the electoral bonds case so that the entire proceedings could be reheard and complete justice could be done. Now, this letter came hours after the SBI submitted the electoral bonds data to the Election Commission after the top court directed them to disclose the details. Harish, my colleague, joins me for more. Harish, very good morning. Interesting turn of developments here. What is something that we can expect next to happen in this particular case?
Yeah, first and foremost, we did not attach much importance to this letter because, in fact, it was Adish Agarwala had written in the capacity of being the president of the All India Bar Association, which is a lesser-known body, not as important as the Supreme Court Bar Association, which represents thousands of advocates who practice in the Supreme Court. And in fact, now the Supreme Court Bar Association has itself issued a clarification that it has not authorized Adish Agarwala to write to the President of India to not enforce the electoral bonds verdict, and Supreme Court has condemned his letter, saying it's an attempt to undermine the authority of the Supreme Court. Remember, such a friction between Supreme Court Bar Association President Adish Agarwala, who often writes letters to various high constitutional authorities in the capacity of All India Bar Association President and the other members of SCBA Executive Committee, is not new. Recently, he wrote a letter to the Chief Justice to suo moto intervene in farmers' protest issue and take action against farmers, calling it politically motivated. Then several Supreme Court Bar Association members also sought his removal after it. 150 Supreme Court Bar Association members had signed a resolution which called for a general body meeting to discuss Agarwala's removal as Supreme Court Bar Association President. So it's a developing story, as now the Supreme Court Bar Association has condemned such a letter written by the Supreme Court Bar Association President in the capacity of AIBA
Right,
President
Harish.
to the President. Back to you.
Harish, I appreciate you getting us the latest and also helping us better understand what this means. But for the moment, we're going to have to leave it at that. Let's shift our focus to the big political